Hello, how you doing today? I have a word today. Just to put this on record, I don't ever think about what I'm gonna say. I just get the feeling to make a video, and I make a video, and what I say is just what comes to mind. And for the record as well, I have no idea what I'm doing. I was in a bath one day, and it might sound crazy or weird, but I was in the bath and I felt like God spoke through the Holy Spirit and told me that He wants me to teach. And I was like, whoa, and it was like that feeling like it was like another energy, like it was like, whoa. But I'm in my mind like, man, I can't be like a preacher. I can't teach, but it's like from what I've been getting from TD Jakes, it's like, we're not all meant to be like preachers. We can teach the word of God in different ways. Like it's the new age. Like it's 2017. Excuse me, I'm still congested. It's 2017. Like people respond to things differently. Like you're not gonna get to a younger generation by sitting up there, trying to preach and tell them this is wrong, this is right, and gotta do this, you gotta do that. No, you gotta kind of get down to their level and say it in a way that they can understand, myself included. That's why it took me a long time to find a church because that it took something specific to get my attention, and my pastor now, she had that specific thing that I needed to catch me and to get my attention. So that's what I mean by that. But I have a word today. I just want to brush back on pretty much, finding your destiny, like for anybody that's like, in my age group, I'm 28, so, anybody that's in my age group, like if you haven't already, got a career now, or just at least figure out where you want to go, this is a real good time to just really reflect on yourself and find out what are you destined to do. And it's more than just having a career, because you can have a career and not be happy. You could be making good money and not be happy. But what if you could have a destiny that's everything you could ever want, and you're happy and everything is just like great? It can really be like that. It's not, oh, fairy tales aren't real, but it's not a fairy tale. It's just you have a great and amazing life, and honestly, the only way is with God. You know, my videos, they're all gonna go back to God. So if you don't believe in God, you know, you don't have to watch my video. I don't want you to. I would love you to. I would love for you to listen to my videos and hear me talk about God in the way that I do it. It's definitely different. It's not perfect. It's not special. I'm just having a conversation with you. Just like I always say, I don't want anybody to, you know, change the way they think or think that I'm being judgmental. No, no, I'm not. You have a free will to do what you want to do, and if whatever you want to do, you do it. Free will is a strong thing. People don't get sent to hell by God. People, because of their choice, they send themselves to hell. So, and right now in my life, I can honestly say that I'm not the person that I was. I'm not perfect. I'm not holier than thou, but I'm not the person that I was. I've grown, And I can honestly say it's because of God. You know, me reaching out to him has really brought another, you know, excuse me, I'm having a a bad hair day. I haven't even really got dressed for the day. Honestly, I took my daughter Cleopatra to daycare, and I came home and did a few things, and I just said, well, let me make my video, because I'm not internet savvy at all. I don't know anything about like Twitter and Facebook. I'm just going out. I'm getting out of my comfort zone, and I'm doing this. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting out of my comfort zone. So if you have something that you want to do, just do it. Even if it's out of your comfort zone, just do it. Um, but I want to say, just find your destiny. Find that thing that really makes you happy. And if that's the thing that makes you want to say, oh, I'm going to change the world with this, try to pursue it. And don't do it for like a month, 3 months, 6 months. If you find something, you got to invest the time into it. Because whatever you invest into it, it'll come back out. If you invest a little, you get a little. If you invest a lot, you get a lot. That's just how it goes, And keep being a blessing to somebody. Keep doing something good for somebody. If somebody talking about you, that's good. Let them talk about you. I mean, you're doing something right. If they ain't talking about you, then you ain't doing nothing. So let them talk about you. Don't be afraid to step out of the crowd. Yeah, people gonna be upset and say that you changed and, you crazy. What are you on? No, I'm not on nothing. I got God in my life. I'm not on nothing. I'm not on nothing. I have God in my life. And I'm trying to, cut back on smoking cigarettes, because, I let the enemy get in my mind and deceive me thinking that I could just smoke one cigarette here and there and be okay. No. But it's okay because guess what? I'm not focusing on that habit. I'm focusing on something positive, something different. So then I don't have to worry about not smoking a cigarette. Let me worry about doing something else to get me away from that cigarette. If I know I smoke cigarettes, well, let me not worry about, oh, I'm smoking a cigarette. Let me worry about doing something that can come into place of smoking that cigarette. You can use that with anything you do in your life. Whatever that bad thing is. Don't focus on not doing that bad thing. Focus on something else to get you away from that bad thing. Don't even, because if you put something else in that place, then you don't even have to worry about doing that bad thing because there's no time for it. You have to really try to stay focused on whatever you're trying to do. And it's a focus thing. It's a balance thing. You have to be balanced. You have to know where to put your time, how to split it up. And don't worry about if you didn't have, time to clean your house. I'm the thing that I'm telling you guys, I'm going through these things, myself. I have to, I just had to come to realization, Egypt, sometimes you're just not going to have the time to, clean the house. It's normal. You know who you are. Why do you have to be insecure about your house? You know that you're a clean person. If you just happen to not be able to get to clean it that day, it's fine. It's okay. And life is like that anyway. Like, if you just can't do something, don't be so hard on yourself about it. You'll get it done when you can. If you're a person of your word, you'll get it done when you can. Right? If you're honest and you like to keep your word, and you just so happen to couldn't come through with something, it's probably because you really just something came up or you can't do it. And it's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. Find your destiny, refine your destiny, and stay focused on it and get balance in your life. And don't be afraid to step out of the crowd. If somebody tells you that you can't do it anyway. If somebody else tells you that you can't do it, really, really invest your time. If a third person tells you can't do it, that's your destiny. Because people will tell you that you can't do something because they're afraid that they can't do it. If you ain't never been anywhere and if you ain't never did anything, how can you tell me that I can't do it? I'm going to tell everybody this one thing. Anything that I put my mind to it, I can do it, but I can't do anything truly without God. If you want to do something and you want it to last and you want it to overflow and you want it to be blessed, you have to get it from God. God will send you his fire if you give him your feet. And that's from T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes is great. He is the new age preacher. And I don't know if he even considered himself as a preacher, bishop. I don't really know all the definition of all those terms, the church terms. I don't really know. I know that what this man is saying is real. It's true. You see it in his life. You see it. When he say his word, when God speaks through him, it goes through you. There's no way you can look at a man like that and say that God is not real. There's no way you can look at Joyce Myers in person. I've seen Joyce Myers in person. Man, me and my fiance Jay, we drove all the way to Hershey, PA. It was like 2 hours away. We drove in his sports car, and we made it. And the devil tried to do everything to get us from going. But we went. And we got there, and I walked into that stadium. Excuse me. I walked into that stadium, and I started crying because I made it. I made it. I had everything. I had all the odds against me, and I made it. And I was pregnant. I was approaching my due date, and everybody was like, "Oh, don't go to that. You're gonna have a baby and all this crazy stuff." And I kept saying, "Well, I'm going. And the devil did everything he could to discourage me and to not go. But guess what? I made it. We made it. Me and James, we made it. And it was the best. Oh man, it was so great. And that was God. But I'm going to end it here. I want you guys to all have a blessed day. So pretty much my word for today was just find your destiny. Focus on your destiny. Put everything in perspective. Balance everything in your life. Make time for the things that you need to make time for. And remember, whatever you can't get done, it's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. There's so many great things in the world that you can accomplish. Don't waste your time focusing on the small things. They don't matter. Just distractions. But if you heard about God and you know about God, I'm telling you from my experience, guys, God is good. He is. The peace is light in your life. When you have him in your life, all you want to do is just love people and help people and be happy. Even if you don't have nothing to be happy about. Your whole life could be like, you could be, getting evicted or, can't pay your light bill, but you happy. You just happy. No matter what you're going through in your life and you have God in your life, in your heart, you're happy. Because you know the truth. You know that this is all just a test. You testing me. So can you withstand the test? Or you gonna, not pass and just, I guess, wait around for God to give you another test? But why? If you have the tools to pass it. Just know this. whatever you going through in your life, whatever you've been through in your life, and it's really impacted the way that you are now and how you think, just know that God did that for a reason. It's going to help you one day. You don't see it now. You don't. I didn't see it. I'm still getting the bigger picture of it. Trust me. I'm not telling you nothing that I'm not going through or that I'm not experiencing myself. It's going to be a little, you'll be all right. You'll get through it. Go to God. Go to God and believe Him. Go to His Word. Go to YouTube. You don't even have to pick up the Bible if you don't want to go through the pages. Go to YouTube. Put in T.D. Jakes. Put in Joyce Myers. Put in Miles Monroe. Mike Murdoch. All of these people that God has worked through it and are successful. I'll put it like this. You keep hanging around people that's not successful, you see where you be at. Start going to places where successful people hang. Start getting invited to events and different things where you know that you ain't really supposed to be there. You don't belong per se, but you're in the atmosphere. Even if you're just dropping somebody off. Get out there. Step out of the crowd. I hope this helps somebody. You guys have a blessed day. Love you and know that God loves you.